action here on Daily Wrestling Match Madness. I am Jake Black, along with the voice of independent wrestling, Kevin Gill, and we're going to have potentially the biggest show stealer match for you as Jack Cartwheel will take on Lee Moriarty here.
This is going to be an instant classic that you can only see on Daily Wrestling. And now we prepare for the arrival of a great competitor from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. A man very uniquely suited to tangle with Mr. Cartwheel. And you're looking at him right now, Mr. Moriarty, Lee Moriarty, for those that don't know. And what's he the master of, Jake?
Tiger style.
Indeed.
Lee Moriarty, the protege of Alex Shelley, taking on the man that, as we mentioned in the opening round matchup, that reminds us so much of M-Dog 20, Matt Cross, Jack Cartwheel.
What a honor it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a round 2 matchup for the Match Madness tournament, and it is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Your official for this bout, Giuseppe. Introducing first, standing in the corner to my right, he hails from Sacramento, California, weighing 185 pounds, the human highlight reel, Jack Cartwheel! And his opponent, standing on the corner to my left, he hails from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing 84 kilos, Tiger style, Lee Moriarty!
Moriarty trying his own cartwheel at that point. Both of these men are very quick in the ring, very agile. I would give the flying edge to Cartwheel, but if he stays to the mat, he's going to have the advantage.
Cartwheel's enraged that someone's taking his namesake.
He invented the cartwheel. Well, his grandfather did.
Exactly. He comes from a cartwheeling family. Cartwheeling generation after cartwheeling generation, growing up in the same house, growing up on the same land.
I think that might have been a round-off, but same thing. But as we mentioned, Jack Cartwheel, I'm sorry. That's his Cartwheel, it's a name that he was passed down to him from the inventor of the cartwheel, his grandfather, Lee Moriarty, the protege of Alex Shelley.
And what a talent, just what a talent both these guys are. And Moriarty, as you mentioned, has that pedigree. He's got the buzz. He's got a lot of well-known people in his corner and endorsing him. And then here's someone new to the scene, newer to the scene, less established, less recognized internationally, but as far as talent goes, off the charts, and that's Jack Cartwheel.
And all that notoriety that Moriarty's been getting, he absolutely deserves, but Jack Cartwright, if he gets the victory here, maybe some of that notoriety will shift towards his direction.
Absolutely. We've seen Lee Moriarty rise to the echelon of the wrestling world.
Man, look at that.
With his work in Game Changer Wrestling. I know Cartwheel has a debut coming up there as well, and you never know. And now they're both here in Daily Wrestling. So it just shows you how great the world of independent wrestling is when you have all these great companies out there delivering content to you, the fans.
Cartwheel trying to get creative with his headlock escape. He wasn't able to escape at this time, trying to muscle him off. And he goes the old-fashioned way. Sends off Moriarty. Moriarty rolls back, grabs the head. But Cartwheel just
wow.
So agile with that gymnastics background. Both these men's brains are going in the same direction.
And there's the standoff. Cartwheel, the proud native of Sacramento, California, and just another of the fast-rising faces and talents coming from that Northern California region.
Both men locking up, Greco-Roman knuckle lock style. Look at Moriarty, just so quick and so creative with the way he can escape any move. But look at that. How do you prepare for that?
It's very difficult to prepare for either of these guys. They have so many tricks up their sleeves, and even if you study tape, there's tricks and techniques they have that haven't even been captured on tape.
Yeah, Moriarty was going for that Cartwheel was going for that cross arm breaker, but Moriarty thought of a very creative way to escape. You can really see the influence he's had in his career. The style he brings, the creativity. Look at this, Moriarty twisting up the arm. Sends in Cartwheel right into the corner. and cartwheel.
Ooh.
It just shows how difficult it is.
Cartwheel incoming! Holy cow!
Shades of the great Muda, back handspring elbow. Oh! Standing, oh my God, standing spiral tap.
And caught Moriarty right across those legs. May have landed lower than he intended, but the devastation will still have an impact on Moriarty's quickness.
Oh yeah, and especially in a tournament, you don't want any lingering injuries as this thing goes on. Here we go, Moriarty sends him a cartwheel. Gut wrenches him over.
1, 2. Moriarty not able to get it done just yet. This is going to be a battle for sure. Both these guys are very uniquely talented, and Moriarty definitely doesn't want to lose on a platform like this to a great talented up-and-comer like Cartwheel.
Yeah, he's trying to get a submission victory at this point, tying Cartwheel all up. Cartwheel. Cartwheel reaches the bottom rope.
It's amazing.
Whatever Moriarty's setting up for at this point, just sits down right on the spine.
And it's amazing to think this is the second round of Match Madness. You can enjoy all of Match Madness on Daily Wrestling, on all social media at Daily Wrestling. This is the place to see it, and Moriarty has me at the edge of my seat here. And just when you think Moriarty's in control, here comes Cartwheel.
Oh man, Northern Light suplex.
Look at that bridge!
An insane bridge. The only way Moriarty was escaping was the hit. Besides, Cartwheel.
Moriarty able to create some separation there. Knock some of the wind out of Cartwheel. Chop takes Cartwheel right to his knees. Cartwheel is winded.
Winded and just had someone attempt to cave in his chest, and another uppercut. Another lifter out of Moriarty.
Cartwheel hits that corner hard.
And right to the spinal column.
1, 2.
It's
5 minutes has elapsed in this contest. 15 minutes remain.
15 minutes left here, but it's terrible to have a damaged back again when you're in the ring with anyone, but when you're against a submission specialist like Moriarty, look at that thing, so quick. Cartwheel can turn the tides of a match, rolls back, but Moriarty not letting it go down the way Jack wants.
Moriarty turns it around.
Rear naked choke.
Nowhere to go. Cartwheel turns it into a pinning position. So desperate to get out, he'll do anything.
Oh, look at this, those vicious cross faces.
Absolutely vicious.
Out of Moriarty.
Shout out to Red Hook Brooklyn with those.
And Moriarty has stunned Cartwright after those vicious cross faces. And another lifter out of Moriarty.
Moriarty just measuring his shots, taking his time, picking his spots.
Look at Cartwheel. Oh, flying forearm. Takes down Moriarty. Another one.
There's another one.
Cartwheel goes up and over the top, lands on his feet.
Flying California burritos, those ones. Nice leg sweep.
Let's go!
Cartwheel.
Here comes the jack stand.
Woo! Look at the agony etched on the face of Moriarty. This could be it. Cartwheel's not done.
Yeah, I think Cartwheel knew he wasn't going to be able to put away Moriarty with that. He just has him stunned for the moment, long enough for him to ascend upstairs, or at least go to the middle.
Fans want to see Jack go all the way from
Shooting
the
star.
second rope to, oh my God. Cartwheel almost shocked the world.
And Cartwheel goes from the second with the shooting star press, not able to do it. But now, finally, he went for this earlier. He went for that cross arm breaker, that Juji Gatami earlier in the match. And look at Moriarty.
Moriarty, though, trying to turn it around.
Yeah, not letting Cartwheel lock it in completely.
Moriarty knows a counter for essentially every hold that's ever been applied on him.
Yeah, he's a specialist at countering submission holds.
And it's the reason why Moriarty is going places, why he's so high on the ladder. But that's why it's so important for Cartwheel to get this victory if he can.
Oh, look at this, drops down, goes behind, shoves off. Cartwheel!
Cartwheel from the same part of the country that brought you wrestlers like Jeff Cobb and J.R. Kratos and so many more. Juicy Finau, I could go on and on. Definitely a part of the country to watch.
Both of these men could go on and on. Great endurance. Great oh my God, a car crash.
1, 2. Oh my God.
Demolition Derby style collision in the center of the ring. Not enough to put away Cartwheel, but Moriarty now has to try and focus on a different strategy to put away Cartwheel.
And Moriarty opening a new chapter in the book of Tiger Style right now to see if he can bring it to another level to take out the rapidly rising Cartwheel.
Just exchanging stiff overhand chops.
Wait a second.
Go for that Northern Light suplex again.
Moriarty, just the intensity. He will not go down without a fight.
And look at Cartwheel, not letting himself get hooked by Moriarty.
Cartwheel has that lower center of gravity, that thicker foundation. It's a lot harder to get him off the ground.
That back that was worked over earlier made it very difficult for Cartwheel to get him up, rolling through with the Death Valley driver. And he's going for the cover this time.
1, 2. Cartwheel not able to get the job done, so close to the biggest victory of his career. And Cartwheel, I think, is about to do what Cartwheel does best, which is fly, soar high above the ring. And if he gets this could be it. Jake Black, we could be witnessing history.
Yeah, Cartwheel, this time going all the way up. He tried the shooting star from the middle earlier. It looks like he's going to go for that Jack Arrow, but wipes out. Lands at a dangerous angle. He tried to save himself. He couldn't save himself from that spear either.
That spear was absolutely devastating. If those boots weren't laced up, Cartwheel will be speared out of him right now. Good night, Jack Cartwheel.
And it was that Tiger driver that put away Jack Cartwheel. One mistake from Cartwheel opened it up.
That's
Moriarty.
all it takes.
Yeah.
When you're in there with someone as schooled and as seasoned as Lee Moriarty, you make one mistake, and that's all she wrote. Moriarty moving on in Match Madness, but I have the feeling the wrestling world hasn't seen the last of Mr. Jack Cartwheel. Your winner on Daily Wrestling's Match Madness, Lee Moriarty.